Recording is on.
Hey, gang. I'll give folks a minute or two to show up. All right.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How's my audio?
Sounds fantastic.
Okay. I bought a $2 set of earphones here, and I'm shocked they're even working at all.
Hey, you're getting every single one of those 200 pennies worth out of that. It sounds actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm shocked. It's like, I usually buy JBLs for like $10 from like Walmart. So this is actually crazy.
I used to do that too. Like I would get a lot of life out of those. Surprisingly, the wired ones, and yeah.
Oh yeah, I always use wired ones when I'm not on my phone because I don't know why the whole like wireless thing is kind of I'm over it. I'm tired of like charging them things all the time and losing one ear and all this stuff. Let's all go
Exactly.
back. Let's all go back to
No,
wired earphones.
you boomers are all wrong.
Ah,
I do wireless all day, every day.
I go
Just
wireless too. It's funny because like I used to just like have to, it's a running joke at our house where like my wife can't find the keys, and now it's like keys and an earbud. And it's just like these things add to the list of stuff that
yeah,
lost.
I have definitely lost my fair share, but this pair I've got now, AirPods, I've uh, had for a while. So hopefully I'm gonna knock on wood. Thanks. I hope I didn't jinx myself. But yeah, I love them. I use them all the time.
The worst case, and it's a stupid story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I was outside of I was at a Starbucks. Like I pulled up outside and I opened the door. It was like something out of like a movie where like it falls out of my ear. Like I think I clipped it with a seatbelt, and then it fell down into the storm drain, but I could see it. And so then I'm like on a call. So I'm using the one in my ear. I have this other one. It's down in the storm drain. And so I go and I string together like 3 of those green Starbucks straws, and I rig up a plastic fork on the end of it. And I'm sitting out there like leaning over, like trying to fish this thing out of the storm drain. And like it was like something out of a movie where like I just almost get it out, and then it just drops and it just falls into the abyss. And I like am on a call while all this is happening. I'm just like swearing out my teeth. It must have been like so bizarre. Anyway, that's enough a fun story lesson in boomer things that happen in suburbia around wireless headphones. Hey everybody, welcome to the Bat Community Call for Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. Hope you all are doing great. It is summer's on the way and lots of stuff going on. I'll hand it off to Jenny to do the deck with the team.
Yes, hello everybody. It's June. Amazing.
June.
Oh, it's so great. It's fun. The weather is finally starting to turn around here in Montreal. Today's our like first summer feeling day. It's incredible. I hope you all feel the summer vibes too. And actually, before we get started, we do not have a live stream today because Battern, who usually handles our live stream. Oh, are you streaming? You are streaming.
It's in the name.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I believe he
goodness.
is.
Okay, in that case, give me a second. I'm just going to tweet out the broadcast. He had told me that he wasn't going to be able to stream because he was in transit, but hang on a second. Give me a sec.
Hero mode, indeed. Yeah, I can carry on some blabbering while we're doing this.
Okay, great.
Just so folks, I don't know if this is going to be in the deck or not, but it is pretty cool. So I'll get a little redundant anyway. So it looks like we have broke 4,000 Brave domains, like .brave domains. As of 3 hours ago, we're at 4,208 minted for what 2 weeks now. That's been happening. And I'm gonna rerun the query right now too. But pretty awesome. We want to get to 10,000 by August. Is kind of our goal. So really cool to see that within the first couple of weeks. We're at 4,272. That's what I'm seeing now. So if you haven't got your .brave domain net, go check it out. I think if you get a certain amount, you get these different badges too, or something like that, which is kind of cool. And let's see what else. We got some partner rotation stuff today too. Folks might see that. I saw Coinage in there and the .brave stuff, which is pretty cool. Let's see.
Okay, we are tweeted. Sorry for that delay.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. All right, so starting with our usual, we will be having a X Space this week, co-hosted with our friends over at Unfungible. Our topic of discussion will be, what's the next step for humans in an AI future? I, for one, would love to know. I think the world is going to change tremendously in the next decade and beyond. Well, we'll see if we make it beyond. But in the meantime, the world is going to be changing, transforming quite a bit in the next decade. And I think this is a really important question, a very important topic. So we'll be broaching that this week with our guest panelists, Flagship, Agently, and Vertical AI. So join us there, 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
Such a great topic for you, Jenny. I think you should join that one if you're not scheduled for it.
I think I am scheduled for it. Yeah, I'm a bit of an AI doomer, but I think we have a little ways until we get there. Anyway, join us.
No, let's just stop on that. What's your biggest doomer concern with it? Like big enchilada piece.
Well, I guess put very, very simply, I think that humans have control of the planet because we are the most intelligent creatures on it. But the second that we are surpassed in intelligence by some other being, even a being that we create, we're no longer in control. And therefore, we no longer call the shots. And so who knows what'll happen to us at that point? Perhaps we'll be able to, there's a big strive in the field of AI, right now, to create, models that are aligned with human values, but human beings aren't even aligned with human values. So how do we do that? No one's really sure. And so I think there's no guarantees for creating, humanity loving, humanity preserving AIs. And I think we're really taking a gamble with the technology here. But with that being said,
we're just doomed, Luke. We're just doomed.
I'm literally gonna get fired, so I'm gonna stop talking.
Oh, yeah, I asked for it. I think it's great. I think it's a good conversation.
And I mean, this is not a unique take. Certainly, many people in the general public, and also AI experts and AI alignment experts, many share this view. So yeah, but hopefully AI ends up being the best thing we've ever created, and it solves lots of humanity's problems, medical, political, and otherwise. Yeah, but to bring it back to the Friday topic, the world is going to experience a massive shakeup in the next decade, and so this is a really topical topic. So we're gonna be breaking it down this week. Join us. All right, I'm stepping off the soapbox. Okay, Luke already mentioned this, but it bears repeating. We have surpassed over 4,000 .brave registered domains, which is awesome, which is so awesome. In under 2 weeks. So great. It's amazing to see the community's support and enthusiasm around .brave. And like Luke was saying, we are going to be gunning for, I think you said this, we're going to be gunning for ICANN registration. And, we're already kind of in the running. So we're making good numbers here. And also, it also bears repeating. We've mentioned this a couple of times on community calls, but I'll mention it again because I know that we are broadcasting. The more .brave domains you own, you can collect these. It's featured very small on the bottom right of the screen. I'll put these on I'll make these bigger next time. But one of our designers at Brave designed these awesome NFT badges that you automatically generate the more .brave domains you mint and hold. So pretty awesome. I think you automatically get one with your first .brave domain, and then the threshold numbers after that are, I think it's 1, 5, 10, 20, and 50. So yeah, pretty cool. And you can, of course, we've said this many times, but you can buy your .brave domains with that, mint them with that. So super exciting. And if you haven't minted one yet and would like to, just head over to get.unstoppabledomains.com/brave. Okay, up next, something happened with my slide here. But last week, if you were here, then you were able to bear witness to our BAT ambassador Lukasz's amazing presentation, where he not only read us a delightful poem that he composed himself about BAT and Brave and Web3, but he also designed and built a prototype for a BAT and Brave themed playing card game. And he gave us some details about that last week. I think we linked to the video where he walks through the gameplay. It's on this slide here, and I'm equally going to put it in the chat when I'm done presenting and I have the chat feature back. So you can check out how that game works and what the prototype looks like. It's really cool. It features images of our BAT and Atomate for Brave NFTs. And I don't know, the deck just like looks really, really good. And anyway, Lukasz would like some help naming his card game. And so he's running a poll right now on X, which we have retweeted from the BAT account. And it's also on his account directly if you want to go find it there. I think he put out 3 names that you can choose from to vote. But equally, if you would like to submit your own name idea, you can do that in the comments. And we're going to be running this contest for 5 more days until the 8th of June, at which point he will pick a winner, and the winner will of course receive naming rights for the card game and also 200 BAT. And I think the idea is that we'll produce at least a small run of these cards, and we'll try to sell it on the Brave merch store. So could be really cool to have your name featured on a game in the merch store. And also it's just so awesome that, you know, Lukasz bothered to design a whole card game for BAT and Brave. I think that's awesome. And yeah, I mean, I can't even, yeah, he did a great job covering it all last week. And his presentation was so great that I'm not even doing it justice. Go back and watch last week's recording if you missed the call, because it was great.
Say hello to my friend, Big Ted. He's gonna be our opponent today, playing our new game. And here it is. This is the whole setup. That's all the cards. So let me show you. Today we have regular cards. I call them chain cards. As you can see, we have Ethereum chain cards, Avalanche chain cards, and Solana chain cards. And also we have NFT cards of our Leo NFT.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I didn't want to cut Lukasz off, but the video is 18 minutes long. So if you want to check it out, we'll link it in the chat. Please do. He put a lot of time and effort into the design of the game mechanics, and the cards themselves. So please go check it out, and please go vote on the name. We'd love to have your input and hear your ideas.
I just love his voice and accent and stuff. I think I could listen to the 18-minute video a few times. It's great.
It is really great. Okay, is Lukasz here, by the way? Sorry, I can't see the attendance list right now.
Yeah, he's here.
He's here? Okay, awesome. Yeah, Lukasz, if you have anything else that I missed that you want to add while we're on your slide, please say so. Did I miss anything? I can't see the chat, y'all. I'll take that as a no.
No, he said no, it's okay, thanks.
Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, great. And okay, so BAT Battern and Guillermo are not here today. Actually, Battern is here, but Guillermo is at a speaker's dinner for MemeCon. He and Battern will be attending that conference, I think, toward the end of this week, early next week. And Guillermo will be sitting on a panel where he will be talking about guano and bat and Brave, of course. But I'm going to be covering Guillermo's slides for him since he's not here. So you all are probably familiar with Aranyaka. I actually think he spoke up community call last week. He's one of our awesome bat ambassadors based in Canada, and he used to lead the charge for the community call written summaries, which now Paula has taken over. But anyway, Aranyaka traveled to Portugal this week and got to hang out with Guillermo for they got to hang out together for an entire afternoon, just really cool. And according to the slide, they discussed some ideas for the Bat Ambassador program and ways to approach the Cardano community. Interesting. We'll have Guillermo fill us in on the details there when he's back next week. But always love seeing our community members and ambassadors get to connect in person. It's rare, but when it happens, it's always great. And then second slide for Guillermo, he just wanted to highlight that he and Battern will be at the NFC Summit, which I believe is the MemeCon conference next week. Tonight he has a speaker's dinner, which is why he's not here. He will be on a panel this Thursday. And at the event, they will be focusing on outreach and finding partners for the Rewards Partner Program, which you all are familiar with at this point.
Apparently they are dressed up as lions in Batman. Like
they are.
I'm just reading the chat. I'm just reading the chat like everybody else.
They are. Oh, we'll share a picture if we can of the costumes. The lion costume is utterly terrifying.
Amazing.
In fact, I think it's like gonna do damage to the brand. Terrifying.
Yeah, the lion is a little scary, but it'll be fun.
Yeah. Battern is concerned about his identity, so he's gonna be wearing a lion. Catch him in a lion mask. Okay, Drew, over to you.
Yeah, my turn. I guess, with those guys both being gone, it's up to me now. So I don't know if you mentioned it already, but we did the Steppen FSL and Brave collab shoe mint last week. It was ongoing last week, and Chonky from Steppen came and joined the call last week, and he thoroughly enjoyed Lukash's poem and presentation of the cards and the call in general. And then and I apologize, I'm outside. Hopefully it's not too noisy. So basically the way that mint worked, there was 200 shoes. There was one like original OG shoe or OG shoe, and then 199 of the I guess regular shoes. And it was a raffle, so you bought a ticket or tickets, and then if you win, you get the NFT shoe. If you don't, you're able to claim your GMT that you used to buy the raffle ticket back. And if anybody did that and then has any questions, feel free to hit me up, because I checked with them on how to do that. It's actually on the More website. You log in and it has a claim there at the top right. But like I said, if you have questions or anything, let me know. And if I can't help you, I can send you over to them. They've been pretty responsive. But last I had seen, I don't know that they actually have a final number or share the final number, but when when it was live and before it ended, I saw that there was like just under 15,000 tickets sold for that. So your chances of winning were, fairly slim. And I actually went on in the second picture, or the picture in the middle there. I went on secondary market on Steppen's website. They have secondary market for those shoes if you want to go buy them. They're a little bit more than the raffle ticket price, but not a ton. So I think they're maybe around $40-$50 for right now. And I think Chonky told me that they usually that'll happen. People that just get them and are really wanting them, they'll sell them. So now may not be a bad time, but so there's some there near the lower end, but they're still above the raffle ticket price, which is pretty cool. And so you can go on there and get those. And then I think we've got some more stuff in the works with them and some other partners, as usual, working up. And So be on the lookout for more from the Steppen and FSL group, and then as well as some other things coming. And then this week we hit an all-time high on bats staked or locked up in the bat caves on guanocoin.com, where you can lock up your bat on Solana. It was a little over 222,000. I think it's come back down a little bit, but it's um, still higher than it, had ever been before. I think we were around 215, hovering around 215 for a while. And then this week we got a little jump there. So keep locking it up and loading up, earning guano, and that's what we're doing, and hopefully we'll have some more stuff coming from them, and maybe some more props and quests and things like that. So, but if there's things that anybody wants to do, let us know. We can try and implement, however we can on the Solana side of that. So that's all I got. Thanks, Jay.
All right, thanks, Drew. Oh, that's a blank slide. Sorry about that. Godson.
Yes. I was just thinking that is like 10% of all the bat on Sol. So that's a lot. Like
Yeah.
a lot actually. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, I want to say it might be a little more than that. I don't remember how many bags on there now, but yeah, it's a decent chunk. So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool that the community's adopted it. Yeah, appreciate it. Now to get it on the berry, I guess.
Significant. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hello, everybody. My name is Godson, and I have your Brave in Africa update for the week. I just wanted to start by announcing our Prime African ambassadors for the month. And then, as usual, Stan is the man. I want to commend Stan for all the work he did last month with, Peter Dow and some of the proposals he made and, tried to execute as well. So Stan is our ambassador of the month as usual. So, shout out to Stan. It comes with a little peerage. I will reach out to you for that. And then our penultimate ambassador of the month is Shidi. I had to think to myself oh, who should it be, right? Should it be Shidi or should it be Alfred again? But I wanted to give Shidi a big shout out for reintegrating himself into the program slowly as he has over the past couple of months. So those are the ambassadors. I will be reaching out to you guys. Yes, thank you. Next slide, please. Right. So I wanted to talk about Brave merch for a little second, just because we had at the Peter Dow event 2 weeks ago, I gave somebody a Brave hoodie, and he put it on, and this was his honest reaction. So I don't know, Jenny, if you could play the video, that'd be nice.
Less than 100 feet. I've got like 5 compliments. I'm not even joking, Brave. Sponsor my app, please. Please.
It was a very random. It was a very random thing that happened. And shout out to Jenny for sending all this merch. That first picture there is me stuffing a whole bag with it. I brought a whole suitcase full of Brave merch, with me to Nigeria. I've begun sending them out to some of the ambassadors here. I sent some out to Alfred in Abuja, and also Celestin in Lagos. I am yet to send out to Adamak in Ekiti, but after that, I also plan to send some out to East Africa as well. So we'll see how that goes. If I have to DHL it, if I have to carry it on my back and do a little voodoo and disappear and appear over there, I'll do that. But yeah,
Voodoo.
I'm pretty good at it. It's in my blood. But yeah, that's it for me this week. I was supposed to do a little Berry Dex demo, and also to propose some future ideas, but I figured I'll do that next week. But for now, that's me. Thank you all very much, and thank you, Jenny, for the merch.
Thanks, Godson. And I also just want to add thank you for taking all this merch with you to Nigeria and distributing it to our African ambassadors who are super active. It's been a struggle for us to get merch to different parts of the world, just because of the freight costs associated with like heavy packages. Merch tends to be quite heavy, and import duties and taxes and all that stuff. And now with tariffs, it's added another layer of complexity. So it's very difficult to sometimes get official merch to people, especially when you're sending it as a gift. Like if someone's buying it from the merch store, then I think when you purchase something online, you may expect to pay duties or taxes. But if you're giving a gift, you definitely don't want the recipients to have to pay any duties or taxes or tariffs or anything. And so Godson volunteered to bring like a whole extra suitcase full of merch to Nigeria so he can distribute the merch on the continent. Because we sometimes have our ambassadors print merch locally for their events and their meetups or conferences they attend. But I think that it's exciting for people to get like official merch from the official Brave merch store. So thank you, Godson. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Paula, your turn.
Thank you so much. And well, hi everyone. Hope you're doing great today. Now for my additional updates. First, the back community call summary number 54, which is the one from last week's back community call. So it was published in Notion in English and also in Spanish. And as usual, it's the same link every week for every single one of the summaries. And I'm going to share the link here in the chat in a few minutes. So please go check it out once I do. Then I'll share this in the next couple of slides, but we've been very active recently on the Bad Latam account on X, creating original posts and also localizing content from the official Bad account and also from Brave. And I have more content from Pizza Day. Last week I shared a video from Eric in Mexico City, but I got a lot of photos from Cariño in the event in Guadalajara. So I'm going to share that with you in just a minute. Next slide, please. Okay, so first, these are some of the most recent posts from Bad Latam. Again, like I said, we've been very active there, especially since we've got a lot of content to share from Pizza Day and just general updates from Bad and Brave, which is great. And yesterday, I shared photos from Pizza Day in Guadalajara. We also localized a couple of posts from Brave and Basic Attention Token about the partnership with Unstoppable Domains and Brave Rewards 3.0 partner program from May. And of course, Bad Mexico has been posting as well. So yeah, very active from the Latam side on X. Next slide, please. Thank you. Okay, so about Pizza Day. Cariño attended the one in Guadalajara, just like I said, and the event was organized and hosted by Isaac. Well, not Isaac. Isaac Bueno, or Mr. Coin, and also Irvin Cancino, I believe. And the event took place at a pizza restaurant called Sophie Bloom, and they had contests and activities. And Cariño said that the place was full with about 75 people, and some of them were involved in Web3, but others had no idea what Bitcoin even was. But they were just, curious and open to learning something new, which, made the environment and the activity very casual and friendly. Everyone just hung out and had a great time while eating pizza, which is the idea of Pizza Day. And she said that everyone was very, very excited, even if they were not like into crypto. They were genuinely interested in, learning. So it was like the perfect space to talk about Bad and Brave, since people were, listening and actually excited, just like I said, to learn something new. And she got to talk to almost everyone about Brave, and I think around I believe she said around 30 people downloaded it using the QR code on the merch, which is awesome. And as you can see in the photos, she distributed merch like stickers and webcam covers. She sent me like 20 photos, but these were my favorite ones. But on every photo, you can see people engaging and having fun with her. I'm sorry, that's my puppy in the background. She's biting me right now. I apologize about that. Um, but yeah, so you can see everyone having fun, and that's very cool. And I'm sure there's more about the event, but huge shout out to Carino for her work and getting people not only into Brave but also into the whole Web3 ecosystem. I hope you enjoyed the photos. Next slide, please. And also, I thought it was nice to share the POAP they had for the event. I'm not sure if Cariño made it or if the organizers set it up for each sponsor, but it's very, very cool. I really like it. And also, Cariño saved one for me, so I was able to mint it. But yeah, once again, shout out to Cariño for everything she did there. You're awesome, and we love you. Next slide, please. Okay, so finally, for highlights of the week, we got some awesome posts from Brave users, including Northern Chalk, Hydrangea. Hope that's how you pronounce it. I'm
You got it.
sorry.
You got it.
Thank you. No, some usernames are so hard for me to pronounce in English. Okay, so that's I believe she's a she. Rishi, Sergeant Piper, who's a member of the back community. We all know him. And our lovely bad ambassador, Nam Jiang. So thank you all for spreading the word and for being true Brave supporters. So thank you so much. And I believe that's all from us today. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, team.
Cool. Good stuff, gang. Yeah, no, I think we'll open it up if folks have questions or they want to talk about anything. Let's welcome that conversation. Otherwise, too, we've got some other stuff. I'm looking at latest bits of news, but looks like there's some actual articles too out about Brave, people switching to Brave and stuff. Android Gadget or something like that. I saw that on a Google newsfeed, which was interesting. But yeah, I'll open up the floor. Anybody has questions, they want to talk about anything, floor is open. Let's chat away.
Did you get a chance to mention the shout out that we got on that podcast?
Oh gosh! Oh my gosh! Yeah, no, I didn't mention that. We actually Danny Jones hosts a podcast. I think he's got over 1 million subs on YouTube, and he has like a pretty big Patreon following too. And called the Danny Jones Show. He had Dr. Epstein on yesterday, and Danny started to feature Brave in his podcast earlier this year, and I think even like towards late last year. With some of the guests, they flash it to the screen, and he was showing Brave, and he mentioned Brave too. I think I tweeted about that before, but they actually mentioned Brave several times on the podcast episode they released yesterday, which Jenny just put into the chat. But super cool. We appreciate Danny giving us a shout out, and yeah, it's really cool to see some of these podcasters using Brave, and Dr. Epstein. He's one that also was on Joe Rogan a while ago mentioning Brave. He really covered Brave well and talks about Brendan and the history of Brave coming to market and what we're doing, and it's on Brave is one of those top 7 tips to improve your privacy that he publishes out and updates every year or two. So it's great to see, the momentum with Danny and with more podcasters that are starting to showcase Brave. And I think I even saw like Theo Von had Brave as his browser on one of his episodes. It's cool. They just cut to the browser, and then you see Brave there, and it's a great little greeting. But I love seeing it. So yeah, we're reaching out to a bunch of these folks too, partially too because we have these .brave domains, and it's a good way to get those in before somebody else does. So more to come on that stuff. And then I've been engaging with some more podcasters too, to get out there and get the word out about Brave and Bat on some more podcasts and other things like that too, to activate on that side. And then also Shez Prasad too's joined my team to help with a bunch of marketing event coordination stuff too. So that'll spill over to Bat as well, which we're super excited about. She's been with the company for a while, and now she's going to have a bigger role with the Bat community and with getting Bat activations going and stuff like that too. So we're super.
Oh yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. Shez.
Yeah.
We should have her join our community call from time to time. I think everyone in the community would really, really love Shez.
Let's go. Let's get her on. Shez is awesome. Like, we've been working with her. Yeah. We started working with her back in, I think the first time I started working with her was back in 2019. And folks who have been here for a while might remember we did a big display at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, and she put that whole thing together for us with the team. And basically they had this huge Brave lion head logo. It was like, I don't know, 9 feet tall or something like that. She started working with Brave on events, and then more on marketing. And then, more recently, she was doing a bunch of work with us on behind the scenes on the business side. And we wanted to bring her on to activate more with our team and with the community, and get more going with Bat as well. And so, I hope we'll see. We'll have her on here soon, and folks can get to know her a little more in the community. But it's part of concerted effort to get more and more going with Bat, and more attention on the token, on Brave in general, and get the word out.
We're so excited to have her on the team. And I put in the chat a link to the blog post that Brave did in 2019 after Mobile World Congress. And if you click into that blog, you can check out the pictures of the, I don't even want to call it a booth. It was like an experiential, we had like an experiential exhibit where there was like this tunnel that you go through, that you can walk through, and you learn about how, we've essentially become commodified as users on the web, and what Brave does to combat this. And then you can see the big, huge Brave lion head cutout that we had. And a lot of this was thought up and executed on by Shez. So it was really cool. And she's done so much awesome stuff for the org since then, but we're super excited to have her on our team. Yeah,
she's great. And we've got oh man, that was a time warp too. I think Samson was like pitching people in. It was really cool. That's going on. And we've got more. I've got some killer guests on the podcast too recently. I'm excited for you guys to see those too. Other stuff, like, I don't know if you guys saw, I was building a Bat Cave in my house. That's almost done. So I'll be recording the community calls from there, and the podcast too in the next couple of weeks. I think we'll start going there. So I'll do a little show and tell on that when the time comes. But I don't know. Let's open up the floor. Anybody have any questions or want to talk about anything? Floor is open. Anybody? Bueller?
Do you think we'll get numbers for May this week?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. I am pretty sure it looked like they were getting worked through, and we should. It's about that time. I'm hoping this week. It'll be really great. I'm excited to see what happens.
Hopefully it's good numbers.
Did we cover the partners in the program today?
Not today. When did that go out? I can't remember now. It was last week, right?
We did the announcement last week, but we had Stepin on to talk about the drop, the Brave sneaker digital collectible drop. And so we didn't really get to highlight individually the different partners that are in this month's program, but we can do that right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. So we had 5 new partners join us in the program this month. First one, you guys are all familiar at this point, Moonwalk Fitness. They are like a play to earn fitness accountability tool where you all know, I think at this point, but if you hit your daily step targets, you can share in crypto prize pools with other participants who join various competitions that they host. And we have done numerous collaborations with Moonwalk Fitness so far. We did a challenge called Step for Gold, which took place during the Paris 2024 Winter Olympics. And we also did the Singapore Stroll, which took place during the, I think, Solana Breakpoint Conference, which was in Singapore last year. So we did events around that where, community could join in these games and you had a daily step count to reach. I think it was 10K steps per day each time for like 5 days or 7 days or however long the event was. And then at the end, as long as you met your goals every day of the contest, you got to split in the prize pool with all of the other participants who also reached their goals. And we contributed several $1,000s worth of that to the prize pools both times. And then in addition, we also partnered with Moonwalk Fitness on Bonk for Pause, Accelerate Impact event, which took place a couple of weeks ago. And with this event, they were raising funds for Bonk for Pause organization, which supports animal-related charities. It's kind of like the Giving Block, but for animal-related causes. So you can go to their website and then you could see all the causes that they support, and then you can support with crypto, which is really cool. So we contributed SPL BAT to that game. We made that donation, which is great. And I think the game itself garnered over like $32,000 worth of donations from sponsors, and then Bonk matched that donation as well. So that was great. So that's one of the partners. And then Berry Dex, which is Godson contributes to that project. So he mentioned that earlier, but Berry Dex, they are a decentralized exchange, and they've already added support for BAT and Guano. And I don't know if you want to say a couple words about Berry Dex, Godson. I know you were going to save it for next week, but since we're talking about partners now, if you want to just give like a little overview.
Yes, no problem. Yeah, I wanted to save it for next week, do a little demo, and go over some facts. But just to quickly give a rundown on what the project is. Berry Dex is a multi-chain DEX. So unlike another DEX that's like pigeonholed to one blockchain or something like this, Berry Dex allows you to like deposit from up to 9 blockchains. So like you could just like straight up deposit ETH and Solana and Polygon and AVAX and so on and so forth. And when you do that, you can then also trade tokens from all these blockchains as well. So you'll see a Solana meme coin next to an Ethereum utility coin next to an AVAX, something else, right? So that's the what makes the DEX special. But specifically to BAT, Berry Dex already listed BAT USDC pair and also a Guano USDC pair. But more especially, the DEX allows to do something like no one else can, which is to like pair coins from different chains. So specifically, we've paired BAT on Solana with BAT on ETH. So if you want to like if you want to move across the chains, right now I don't really know how else you're supposed to do that. Wormhole is supposed to be possible, but it's like hidden somewhere in the advanced menu or something like this. I have no idea. But yeah, you could just like deposit your BAT on Sol, trade it for your BAT on ETH, and then withdraw the BAT on ETH, and vice versa, right? And this also allows everybody earning BAT through some rewards program or something to just kind of like be able to trade their BAT for USDC or Sol or whatever, without having to KYC or use some local exchange and whatnot. So I wanted to keep all of that for next week, and when I do like a little demo and show how to actually use the DEX and stuff. But we'll also do it next week. yeah, that's the little like put together on that project. And
Awesome.
we're just it's like, sorry to cut you off, but it's like very
No?
exciting to be a part of the Wallet Partner Program. I know how exclusive it is, so we haven't even done the announcements on our end because we were like, oh, let's wait for like the perfect time, So, like maybe after like it's actually in the browser or something, we'll then do like the big announcement and promote it and have everyone like retweet it and stuff. So yeah, that's the 404 on that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No, we're super excited to have Barry Dex in the Rewards Partner Program. It's so funny you called it the Wallet Partner Program, which I still sometimes do because like a couple of years ago we had the Wallet Partner Program, which was where we got Web3 dApps to integrate the Brave wallet. And it just, the name it sounds so similar to Rewards Partner Program. It's 3 words. And yeah, it just.
It's an OG flex, truly.
That's it. Yeah. It just shows how long you've been around and contributing.
Yeah, I didn't know I called it the Wallet Partner Program there. I thought Rewards Partner Program, my bad.
No,
Yeah,
we're
no.
stoked to have you, man, in there. I think it's cool. What you guys are dealing with, the Dex is super cool too.
Yeah. And I'm excited for the demo next week. Okay, yeah, we have a couple more partners that we can go over. So we also have Golfin, who joined the program, and Golfin is kind of similar. It kind of falls into that same category with Moonwalk Fitness and Step In, where it's like a health, like leisure related sort of, play to earn app. This one is for people who play golf. I'm not exactly sure how the rewards work, but basically you do get rewarded for playing golf, which is really cool. And we are working on a very cool collab with them right now. I think, did Luke drop? Oh no, he's here.
No,
So I don't.
I was just on a call with them about it earlier too. Like,
Okay.
yeah, like so they just launched.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get come on and share about it too, because I'm
Yeah,
interested.
we are.
in-
That was part of what we were trying to flesh out
Okay.
today. Was the specifics on we drilled into like specifically what we're gonna collab on first, and basically like it's a killer app. Like they're out shipping. They're on desktop now. They're shipping to iOS, and then Android's a fast follow on to that. But you basically like earn more by golfing more, and they have like NFTs, so you can make like your golf club set like into NFTs, and they've got a bunch of like collaboration, like partnerships with golf partners. So like you can get clubs and all sorts of stuff through their store, which they've just updated and relaunched. It's probably, I'm pretty sure it's like the biggest like crypto golf shop on earth or whatever, but it's awesome. They've got like HelioPay integrated, so we're doing a collab with them where it'll have like Brave and Bat and Golfin like branded merch where that you can pay with Bat for, and we're going to launch it through their store and promote it through our store and through the browser and stuff. And the idea is we know based off of surveys and stuff we've run that a good chunk of our user base is like into sports. And what we want to do with this is kind of make some golf stuff so we can get a sense of like what the take rate is from a golf audience, and basically whether that's for yourself or you want to get something as a gift for a friend or whatever. But we'll have like some items that are kind of consumable for golf use, and then others that are like you buy it once and you can hang on to it for a while. So keep an eyes peeled for that. But I think this is kind of like with what we've been trying to do with the program with Brave. We have a lot of users that are some are crypto natives and DGen. Some first encountered with cryptos through rewards in the browser, and then you've got like crypto curious people that might get in the pool with us over here if there's some interesting things. And so by working with like Steppin and Moonwalk and Golfin, we're going to tapping into existing behaviors that a lot of these people might do. So a lot of them are stepping or counting their steps and minding their health and all that good stuff. And these dApps provide additional rewards for doing those activities. And so, these are ways that we kind of start to get people interested beyond, natives that, are already kind of into crypto. So, we're going to be doing more of these as we go, but super excited for Golfin. And also I think like there's some real potential if we see this work and can kind of work together on it, getting other golf brands and influencers and stuff to use Brave and Golfin too is kind of an interesting play, because we can, not very many like platforms actually have like a wallet integrated for everybody. So like if you're an influencer or something and you're trying to get people into something Web3 related, like Brave has the wallet in the browser already. You don't have to go to the extension or whatever. So you can start to do these things where, hey, here's a couple of crypto things you can do with golf or whatever, and appeal to a broader audience with some of these wins that we've shipped already. So good stuff.
Yep, super cool. And then we have 2 more partners. We have 10 minutes to cover. Oh yeah,
I
no,
was
go
just going to say, Jenny, I'm just looking for excuses to play more golf and pick it up a little more. So let's pick that up, Luke.
Well, integrated bad incentives are a good reason, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So 2 more partners joined this month. We also have Novacast AI. They're a smaller startup. They're really interesting though. They are an AI powered platform that basically helps match. It's creator focused, and they help match. Suppose you're a creator and you have a podcast and you're looking for a guest, or vice versa. You're looking for a host. Novacast creates like AI tools to help match like podcasters, guests, and hosts together with just a few clicks. So I think we're going to kind of be combining efforts with them to amplify creator visibility, and I think we might create some like unique content with them. And we're going to look at ways to integrate that into that ecosystem, which is geared at helping creators scale. Luke actually might know a little bit more than me.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really cool, like, I interviewed him on the podcast recently, and they're using like some really awesome AI, features to basically, like, if you're a creator and you've got a product, or, you're creating a channel and, you need to get the word out, like, people run into these things. This is why like Fiverr and some of these other services have really taken off, because, it really takes a pretty good effort to like get yourself out there and grow what you're trying to do. And so part of what we're trying to do with the creator side is like work on, using new AI tools and startups, and help creators that might like already be, connected to the platform, have new ways that they can reach out, grow their audience, get on a podcast or get in touch with PR people or whatever. Like, and that's what his service does. It's pretty cool. It can actually, like, one, it has like a big index of like different podcasters and contacts. So if you want to get out there with your channel, or you want to book a PR thing, they've got PR and they've got, podcast connections that they can just do it right through their platform, and they use AI for that. And you can like write your own letter. You can have them help draft a letter based on what your content's like. It's kind of neat how integrated AI is into their platform, and they're working on some ways with us that we can include this. And it's kind of like what, we had Zach Guzman from Coinage and some other folks on that are creators. Like we're kind of getting this little council of folks together to help like inform the creator program that we're working on, releasing later this year. And we're not going to have a good program unless we're talking to folks that are in the trenches with it. So that's part of the effort, is to like, they'll be in the program. We'll give them some exposure to you. More people will try that out. And like, we'll keep expanding the toolkit.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
And then in terms of, as far as partners go, last but not least, Ubisoft joined the program in May. Yeah, Ubisoft. I mean, I'm sure everyone here knows Ubisoft there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yes, and actually, we've got to give credit where credit is due. Battern brought in that lead. So thank you, Battern. We're so excited to have Ubisoft be part of the program, and they're already doing some really cool things for us and with us. So firstly, they are creating a Brave avatar in one of their games called Captain Laserhawk, which is, I'm told, a capture the flag style game that takes place in a dystopian future where the players, the community, helps shape the narrative and how the game unfolds through collective decision making. And it's supposed to be, you know, very like subversive and you know, like it's for people who like reject conformity and question the status quo. And we felt that, you know, that kind of aligned with Brave in a way. And so in addition to us having an avatar in that game, which is coming soon, we will also be doing an in real life activation with Ubisoft at the upcoming ETHCC conference in Cannes, France, at the end of June, beginning of July. And the whole sort of like activation will be Captain Laserhawk and Brave themed. And we'll have more details soon about how exactly that's going to look and how it's going to play out, and like what people who visit the exhibit are going to experience. But we are so pumped for it. I think it'll be really great for us to, you know, just do this in real life activation with Ubisoft and get to meet like a bunch of their audience and do some crossover work. Is that a hand?
Like super integrated. Like they're doing like making, you know, a bunch of characters for this thing and are like really going all out. And I looking forward to seeing the pictures from you all being out there. It's gonna be super cool.
It's gonna be great. And Sherelle is really putting in a lot of work on that front. She's here, so I just wanted to shout her out. She's doing a lot of work and planning for the event with Ubisoft in France next month.
Sherelle does a lot of work in the background.
Yeah, she does a lot of work in general. Yes.
There's been a lot of work in the background from like absolutely everyone, from like everyone on the team, from ambassador leads. I think the next year, well, this year and the year after, is really going to be the year of the BAT. We've got like so much integration with so many different teams, the BAT token, the Brave browser. A lot of tokens, especially in the meme space, in all spaces really, talk about utility, but none of them have potential to have 100 million users by the end of the year. And that's what makes the difference.
Massive. Well said. And shout out to like seriously everybody. I mean, I think there's so much stuff that people don't see that happens. Like most of the folks on this call are like heavily involved with it, and it's awesome. This stuff comes together like through a lot of effort from people. Like we've done a ton of calls. Like everybody's just been really stepping up, and it's been awesome to see. And things are happening because of it. And you know, these things, we get them into the program, and then there's another thing where it's cool that like Shez is coming on the team, because like once we get the partners in the program, like we want to start activating and doing more with them. And like, especially somebody like Ubisoft, right? Like they've got a whole Web3 division, and, you know, there's things we could be doing more actively with gaming and our token. And these types of relationships are going to help us to kind of, you know, keep that momentum going and all that stuff. And it's just been cool. Like it's been really awesome to just see what people come up with. Like, you know, 6 months ago, I wouldn't have imagined that, like, you know, we'd be seeing BAT on a new Dex that Godson was working on, or that, like, you know, Battern would be out there like pulling, you know, major partners into the program, or like, you know, Jenny and Sherelle, all these folks are just kind of like getting so active, like partners after partners after partners every month. And, you know, we're going to look back at the end of the summer, and it's a huge roster list of folks that are now part of a program that we can use and like and grow the utility of BAT with. And, you know, just getting them into the program is just a start. So I'm super excited for what's to come. And with that, you know, we're right about at time. So I really want to thank everybody for making it today. We'll be back 1 week from today. Same bat time, same bat channel. Oh, shout out to 932, like awesome images on X. I'm starting to see those come through. Welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, we'll be back 1 week from today. See you in a week and see you online until then. Take care, everybody.
Bye, you guys.
See you guys.
Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.
Hasta luego.